The lecture today was about learning from a stagnating economy and what individual solutions people in Spain were employing to be able to survive in an economy which has gone through a lot of difficulty in the past 5 or 6 years.
And I have spoken about the main theories, the economists we are doing to help people to change their mentality and to change the economic system and to change the individual patterns of development.
Whole families in Spain are out of income. What he explained is that children and grandchildren are depending on the pensions of the grandparents, which is a shameful situation and which has a large psychological effect as well on your own future.
What I took away from it personally was it seemed to suggest to me if the social capital, the relations between parents and their children, between friends were so strong, it seemed to me that this was an unsung hero of the Spanish experience of the crisis, that the Spanish society is actually very resilient.
We are teaching people that they have to difference between needs, things they need and things they want or things they desire.
What Frechina does, which is quite interesting as well, is he's developing a program and what he is introducing in schools to teach children how to deal with another way of consumption, out of the consumption economy.
At this moment, the economy is not one thing to improve the society, to improve people, but a problem. And that's why I want to show people, I want to teach people that in other way the economy, other economy is possible, and it's possible to go better. That's why sometimes I am very passionate in this kind of transmission, because I am sure if I show people, if I show the other, economy can help to their life, that is good for them and that is good for the society.
What the professor said about having a redistributive strategy that makes sense, whether it's through tax or whether it's through grant, is vital. Getting away from focusing on fixing those things which will attract foreign investors back into Spain, into an economy which allows for the vast majority of Spaniards to fulfill their own particular potential, I think is very important. So it is unclear what the current resilience strategies that individuals are using to survive this particular downturn period, that this is actually a good way of dealing with the long-term structural change that needs to happen in Spain.
And I think so, that I think the problems we have in Spain or the way of thinking about economy is not exclusive of us. It's similar in other developed countries.
What do we learn from this? That we must not get into the same trap. That we need a larger view, and that we need a political will and energy to get out of this.
I didn't expect the kind of question people have, especially because they were thinking about people, they were thinking about people's feelings, and that's I'm not habituated to this kind of questions.
I think today's lecturer showed us some very admirable passion in terms of really trying to change the paradigm in which people live their economic lives, changing mindset. He admitted that, it's a very small group of people, it's a minority view, but I think minority views have the potential to change the world if they're able to convince a larger population.
The value of this discussion is that we learn that we must not sit aside and wait till the world is changing, that we should do something and that we should exchange ideas about how to change that. And if we don't trust anymore in a society which is based on economical growth, that we need to design something different.
And I think hearing from alternative researchers, people who are looking at things in different ways, to question or even to complement our currently held views is extremely important as well, because then it gets us out of the complacency of thinking, yes, we know the answer to this problem, which can actually leave you very vulnerable to surprises.